What is going on, my bueno people? And, well, so I've been hearing from people and places and things that Mr. Hayden Christensen, Anakin Skywalker himself, hated episode 9. I heard this from a coworker. I heard it from somebody on Facebook. And my only thing is, I have not heard this from the man himself. I tried to look for different articles, seeing where he talked to somebody about his feelings about episode 9. I heard from a dude at work saying that he bought a ticket. Disney didn't offer to buy him one, and when he got there, he wasn't in the film. I've heard this story before with other actors who bought themselves a ticket and then they weren't in the film. So there was no validity there. I asked him where he heard it. He didn't really give me an answer. So I went looking myself. And this is where we're at. And lo and behold, as you can tell, December 5th, December 9th, March 25th, so that was last year. But here is Mike Zero. Mike Zero. I see 2017, right before the summer before Last Jedi came out, I started following Dano channel. I started following Mike Zero. I started following Star Wars Theory. I was really getting into it. And I really liked Mike Zero. I liked his content. I was like, oh, this is really cool. And the more time had passed, the more I didn't like his channel. The movie came out, and he started posting spoilers the day after. Wasn't cool. I mean, I had already seen it, but it was just like, it's not cool to do that. And then some of his sources just it felt weird. It felt like he was making this up. And apparently this has been proven. I'm not sure if it's been proven. My main thing is this whole thing about Hayden Christensen. Because if you saw my last video, I was talking about how I felt like the Force Ghosts should come together, and we're having the JJ cut and this and that. And the fact that Hayden Christensen filmed a scene, and apparently like he had filmed a scene talking to Rey. I don't know where this coworker got his information, and if it was from Mike Zero, then that's where the problem is going to be. Mike Zero is he's not a good source, and I say that because right before The Rise of Skywalker came out, he started to make videos about himself. Because people were calling him out, so he started to make these videos. And honestly, I tried to watch them, but it was just weird. It was weird. It was like, it's like when you lie about something and you try to justify why you're lying. So let's get into this a little bit. But as you can see, we are on Google. Let me make sure that you guys can see what I'm saying. You are, okay. Just making sure that OBS is working, right? So we see these videos, and all three are from Mike Zero. Mike Zero, Mike Zero, Mike Zero, Mike Zero, Mike Zero, Mike Zero, and then Nerdist. But that was more of, is he coming back? These are all Hayden Christensen news is a catastrophe, Hayden Christensen leaks, Hayden Christensen bad news, terrible news, train wreck, horrible news, news revealed, news wrecks Hayden Christensen. So, as you see, Hayden Christensen hates episode 9. We're going to look at a couple more things, but there's nothing. So, Hayden Christensen cleverly mocks his worst, probably Star Wars performance. Hayden Christensen reveals why he quit acting. Episode 90, Hayden Christensen back is Anakin. Best opportunity to bring him back. So, there is nothing. Excuse me. There is nothing here stating that he hates episode 9, that he went and bought a ticket. There is nothing here that says that. Let's look at Hayden Christensen buys a ticket. Let's see here. Attending Rhode Island Comic-Con, fan Star Wars Celebration. There's nothing about Hayden Christensen and The Rise of Skywalker that is not Mike Zero related. see here. Rumors circulating evidence, and that is a definitely a Mike Zero clip. Compelling when combined, suggests Hayden Christensen will return as Anakin Skywalker in Episode 9, which he did as a voice. Is said to have filmed his scene last year. So, this says, I'm not gonna, like, it's Newsweek. I mean, I could go to it. And this is from November 1st. So, let's look at it. Rumors circulating. While Christensen visits Galaxy, so he went to Galaxy's Edge. Christensen is said to have filmed his scene last year, though only appearing as Anakin in a critically rivaled. I can't read. Christensen's return to the role meshes well with J.J. Abrams' announced intention, which we knew that J.J. wanted to bring all together. Endings are the thing that scares me most. This is Abrams. There is nothing here stating, yeah, he filmed. They might have filmed something, which I hope if we get that extended cut. But this is a Mike Zero thumbnail, because you can see it right here. Right here. It's Mike Zero. Same ones as before. Nothing new. All about Hayden, this and that. Where are you getting this information? That's what I want to know. Hayden Christensen, the Rise of Skywalker theory. Hayden Christensen has no place in Star Wars, the Rise of Skywalker. That was before the movie came out. Why? Yeah, these are the same things. There is nothing here stating that he filmed the scene with Rey. There's nothing here stating that he went and bought a ticket and watched the movie and hated it. There's nothing here. And that's where my point with this video is. I'm getting tired, and this is why I unsubscribed to Mike Zero. I unsubscribed to Geeks and Gamers. I started to unfollow people on Twitter. There is this trend going on that is all about bringing down Star Wars because of the way The Last Jedi went, and now the way that The Rise of Skywalker went, which I felt was a superior movie, Star Wars movie, compared to Last Jedi. Now, I will say this, Last Jedi was probably a better looking movie. There are aspects of Last Jedi I did enjoy, but Rise of Skywalker was a better Star Wars movie. It felt like Star Wars. It felt like Star Wars to me. Still not better than The Force Awakens, but it felt like Star Wars. But yeah, guys, I wanted to give my opinion on this because it's kind of been eating at me a little bit when he was like, oh yeah, like I saw the movie and it was really good, and then it got really bad, and then it was like the worst movie in the world. And I like this guy, don't get me wrong, I really do like this guy, but I don't care for his way he went about it and acting like he was this superior being that knew all about Star Wars and that he knew Hayden Christensen. This is where he got it. He had to have gotten it from Mike Zero, because where I can't find it. I can't find the articles that say, well, Hayden Christensen, he went to the Star Wars movie and he hated it because he wasn't in it. And that doesn't seem like who Hayden is. Hayden probably knew that it was either going to be physical or voice. He's done movies. He's currently not in Hollywood, but he's done movies. He knows how it works. Things get cut. And that's just how it goes. And you have to realize that. We almost cut, when we did Legacy, we almost cut the whole Don Zarelli, the Zordon scene. Because it felt weird. It was the very first thing we shot for the film. And the audio wasn't there. And we're just like, okay, we're about to cut it. But if we cut it, it was so important. This, keeping the Force Ghosts in there through voices, were good. We didn't have to see them, but we wanted to. That's the thing. We didn't have to see anybody, but we wanted to. So, knowing Hayden, I'm pretty sure he didn't get mad he wasn't in the film. He was probably invited to the movie. He was invited to Celebration. I don't see why he was invited to the movie. And this whole thing about George Lucas not being invited, I never heard anything about that either until it was from Geeks and Gamers. And so that's just where I'm like, we're getting on, and I really hope it starts dying. With the movie done, with the trilogy being done, and we're not getting a movie till 2022, and now we're just on Disney Plus. I really hope the Star Wars hate dies. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think it's true that Hayden Christensen, like, he got mad, like he really didn't want, or like, he really believed he was going to be in the film and didn't understand why he was cut? Or do you think, like me, he knew the possibility of being cut, and this is just fans' overreaction, trying to make drama where there shouldn't be drama and try to make the movie worse than what it is? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.